craft beer reviews, brewing questions. Past episodes of Brew4U and Brewing Today can all be found at beerloons.com, the site for brewing information on the internet. Hello everyone, I am your host Mike Campbell and welcome to Brew4U. Today we are reviewing Stone Brewing Oaked Arrogant Bastard Ale. A little info on this beer for you. Stone Brewing is out of Escondido, California. This is an American strong ale. It is 7.2% alcohol by volume and classified IBUs. The grains are classified, the hops are classified, but for some reason we can serve it at 50 to 55 degrees Fahrenheit in a pint or a mug glass. So let's go ahead, seeing we don't have much information on it, and tell you a little bit about this beer. First off, it pours into the glass with a light brown color with amber highlights. The head color is tan. It has a real fine bubble and a slow fade time. Very nice. In the aroma, there's a lot going on. It took a little while to pick out all the different scents, but at first it smells a little bit like a regular kind of chocolate or like a slightly dark chocolate aroma. And then all of a sudden you get this, at least I did, this big waft of kind of boozy alcohol aroma, which if you've listened to Brewing Today number 9, that was the subject of that episode. So really came through fairly strong. There's a little sweetness, a maltiness to the beer, as well as plum aroma, and you could pick out the oak, very subtle, but it was there. Also in the background, hiding a little bit, were earthy and grassy notes, probably a little bit from the hops themselves. So let's go ahead and try this one. Okay. So you get hit with kind of chocolate and malt right up front, and quickly starts to fade over to a bitterness where the hops start to definitely come in play here. Very similar to a almost like a pale ale or IPA as far as the hops are considered. Sorry, there's a lot going on, so I'm trying to get it all down. Okay. So, in fact, I'm going to take another sip because there is so much. You definitely notice the sweet malt a little bit up front. Kind of a smoothness to the beer. So you get the malt, you get the chocolate, kind of a richness overall. You don't get a lot of fruit flavors, anything like that. This is pretty... like I say, very similar to an IPA, which a strong ale definitely would be. You get the bitterness, and it's actually so just straightforward. It's almost surprising a little bit, because basically you go from a little bit of chocolate, a little bit of malt, a little bit of the bitterness from the hops, into the aftertaste, which is a very strong hop flavor, citrus hop flavor. Like along the lines of a grapefruit bitterness, very in your face, very noticeable. You do notice and pick out a little bit of the oak, not much. It's very, very light overall. You do pick out the alcohol a little bit as well, and that's showing up a bit in the aftertaste as well. Not as much as you'd think because it was fairly strong in the aroma, but it is definitely there, but very strong bite at the end. This is a medium-bodied beer, which is kind of that smoothness going on. I'm going to say it's hoppy, definitely, because of the fact that the hops, other than that initial malt hit, most of this is a hoppy beer. Because of the hops, I'm going to really rate this, a 6 out of 10 on the hop scale, which is fairly high there. And then also, I'm going to rate the beer, nice beer. It's not necessarily for everybody. It shouldn't be. These are definitely very different beers. Arrogant Bastard as a whole is a very different beer. And as they put it, we're not worthy. So, nice drinking beer. I enjoy quite a bit. I'm going to give this a... we'll do an 82 out of 100. So in the middle of the excellent scale. Very nicely done. Very good beer. Maybe not for everybody, but certainly enjoyable. And I enjoyed it. So don't forget to check out our homebrew podcast show called Brewing Today. And until next time, cheers.